In this PM mock interview, we're going to answer the interview question, how would you grow Google Translate by 5x? Welcome to Liftoff PM. My name's Kevin Wei. I'm a senior product manager, and my hope is that this channel will be your go-to resource for PM interview prep. We're going to answer this question, but we have many more lessons to share with you in our paid course, including our Growing a Product lesson. Just hit the link at the top of the description to see them all, including how to answer product sense, execution, strategy, and behavioral lessons. We know there are a lot of interview courses out there, many of which contain outdated or generic advice. The Liftoff PM course has the latest topics and most strategic ways to answer today's tough PM interview questions so that you can stay focused on what works. So hit join and unlock all the videos on our course to ace your interview. And in doing so, support the extensive writing, filming, and editing here at Liftoff PM. Our course has helped over 90 people land PM roles at FAANG and top startups, and we're really proud of that. And now, back to the lesson. So this is how I tackle this question. First, start with what the product does and who it serves today and what success is. Then identify which parts of the funnel are working well and which parts could be improved. Prioritize where you want to focus in the funnel, brainstorm some solutions, and finally, prioritize your top ideas, talk through trade-offs, and finalize your recommendation. So to start, Google Translate is a translation product with web and mobile apps, as well as a translation platform that serves queries outside of the Google Translate app itself. Examples of the latter include translation features across Chrome web pages, Google Docs, and Lenses. So, for example, you can translate web pages, documents, and what you're seeing through your camera or device screen, and this all goes through Google Translate's platform. The typical Google Translate user might be using the app or website directly as a part of maybe studying or traveling. They might also be business users or creators who are looking to easily translate business or entertainment content into other languages. And as far as success goes, let's say the metric that Google Translate is optimizing for is total queries served per month, including queries served both on the Translate app as well as off of it. I picked this instead of something like DAU because the number of queries served captures both the number of active users as well as the depth of engagement for those users. So let's definitely focus on how we can scale Translate capabilities outside of Google Translate. Now, given Google's scale with other products and broad number of integration points, that seems like a no-brainer. As far as getting more usage out of the Google Translate properties themselves, let's consider what that would take. We could try to get users who are currently not on the experience to use the experience, also known as top of funnel growth. Or we can deepen the usage of existing or more casual users. I think that it'll be hard to materially change user behavior to come to the app more, especially if the goal is to grow by 5x. That's a big number. There are certainly incremental changes that we could make to improve this surface, like quality improvements or a more robust multimodal experience like voice or conversational translation. But ultimately, there's not much broken in the journey of coming in to translate, inputting your query, and getting a translation back. All that's to say, it'll be hard to grow top of funnel traffic without supporting brand new use cases in a novel way, and it'll be hard to get more impact in mid to bottom funnel areas because the experience is already working good enough. So at this point, let's prioritize where we'll focus in the funnel. So in order to grow 5x, it'll be better to meet users where they are across the existing 1 billion user products that Google has today. Our strategy can come in two pillars. One, unlocking completely new users or use cases via better distribution as well as new functionality. Or two, reduce friction by enabling existing users. Or two, reduce friction by enabling existing use cases directly in a user's journey instead of within the Translate app. People today use the Google Translate standalone experience because the Translate service is not already embedded in the journeys that they're trying to complete. In other words, you're probably using Google Translate because you need to know the output and use that output in a different workflow, whether it's completing tasks like homework, hobby or business, or ordering a latte in a foreign place, or trying to figure out what something you saw online means. While there is a risk that this will simply cannibalize existing usage, I think that by reducing the friction of moving between Translate and your workflow, we'll see usage gains because it's extremely tedious for individuals to complete hefty translation work with the existing experience. So let's prioritize reducing the friction of moving between Translate and the user's workflow. With that, let's brainstorm a few solutions. Solutions include integration opportunities for Translate as a platform across Google, including YouTube, Google Assistant, Chrome Search, Google Meet, Google Play, Movies and TV, Books, Google Maps, etc. Pause the video here to read the solutions in more depth, but from a prioritization perspective, the Maps and Books use cases seem limited in usage as both travel and the need to translate a book is not very frequent. So let's deprioritize those right off the bat, and I don't feel the need to do a full prioritization exercise if I already know that a brainstorm idea is not impactful enough. This leaves us with a few medium and high impact use cases. Like 1, YouTube, broader auto captioning support. 2, YouTube, generative AI to recreate the creator's voice in other languages. 3, YouTube, live auto translation. 4, Google Meet, broader translation support and two-way translation. There's some baseline risk for all of these with respect to translation quality. Idea number 2 has ethical risks around potential deepfakes and dissemination of fake news and impersonation, but we could mitigate this by only allowing YouTube partners specifically as a start to use this. But in general, these integrations all up should allow us to grow 5x. So in conclusion, our strategy hinges on tackling use cases across the Google ecosystem rather than optimizing the Google Translate app itself. There's a mix of trying new use cases as well as expanding support on proven use cases here. And for the new use cases, we can see how usage goes and then double down on language expansion if we're successful. And that's our video. Good luck with your upcoming interview, and click the join button below to either try one paid course as a sample or access our full course through YouTube memberships. There are a lot of interview courses out there on the internet, many of which are outdated or contain generic advice. The LiftoffPM course has the latest topics and most important strategies that you can use to stay focused on what works. And also, our paid course is basically roughly the same cost as one private coaching session. All right, we'll see you in our next video, and good luck with your upcoming PM interview.